stop. Don't scroll. Your spirit just felt something shift. You didn't click this video. Your destiny dragged you here. Today is not a normal day. Your energy already knows it. Your heartbeat already knows it. Your intuition already whispered it. The new moon portal has opened. And when this portal opens, only the chosen ones feel the magnetic pull. And if you're here right now, it's because you were called, not by accident, but by alignment. Listen closely. Before this night ends, 7 shocking miracles will activate in your life. Miracles powerful enough to bend timelines, rewrite fate, and break every force that tried to stop you. But hear this carefully. If you click away now, you cut your connection to the activation. Stay until the end, or lose the destiny that's trying to reach you. Deep down, your soul already knows the truth. There was a reason this video found you. There was a reason your spirit said, "Don't skip," because tonight, your destiny starts over. Listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you is the first undeniable sign that your destiny is shifting right now. Over the last few days, maybe even the last few hours, you felt something strange inside you, a vibration, a pressure, a heaviness that you couldn't explain. It felt like something was moving around you even when nothing was happening in your physical world. That's not confusion. That's not anxiety. That's not overthinking. That is the timeline shake. When this sign appears, it means your life is about to be hit by something big, something that will push you out of your old path and throw you onto the timeline you were always meant to be on. The timeline shake shows up in ways most people ignore, but chosen ones can't ignore it because it's too loud, too real, too direct. You've felt sudden energy spikes. You've felt random waves of emotion. You've had moments where your heart felt like it knew something before your mind understood anything. You've had hours where you felt exhausted for no reason, and moments where you suddenly felt powerful without explanation. These are not mood swings. They are timeline shifts happening inside your spirit. And you're not imagining the synchronicities either. You've seen repeating numbers. You've heard your name when nobody called you. You've had small signs appear around you. A certain word, a sudden memory, a random thought that felt strangely important. These are markers the universe sends when you're about to walk through a major door. Even your dreams have changed. They've gotten deeper, heavier, more symbolic, more intense. Night after night, your soul has been trying to show you what your conscious mind wasn't ready to see. You may have seen doors, roads, shadows, light, people you no longer speak to, people you haven't met yet. Your dreams have become a battlefield, preparing you for the miracle that's about to manifest in the physical world. And here's the part most people miss. When a breakthrough is close, nothing feels normal. You feel disconnected from the world around you. You feel detached from conversations you used to enjoy. You feel like you're standing in a silent pause while the world is moving in slow motion. That silence is not emptiness, it's alignment. Your spirit is pulling you away from anything that no longer matches the frequency of where you're going next. You're not losing interest in people, you're outgrowing them. You're not losing motivation, you're shedding your old identity. You're not stuck, you're shifting. Even the unexpected delays around you have meaning. The messages that didn't come, the plans that didn't work, the opportunities that paused, the sudden quietness around your life. Every piece of it is part of the timeline shake, removing what can't come with you and making space for what must enter your destiny next. You may have even felt physical symptoms, a tightness in your chest, a strange pressure on your forehead, random chills, a sudden urge to isolate, a deep feeling that something is about to happen. That's not fear. That's not stress. That's not imagination. That is the universe adjusting your frequency. Your soul is preparing itself. Your energy is recalibrating. Your destiny is rearranging itself around you. This sign doesn't happen to everyone. Most people live their entire lives without ever feeling a shift this powerful. But if you're here right now, and if these words are hitting your chest, you already know this is happening to you. You are being pushed into a new destiny cycle. Not slowly, not gently, but rapidly and forcefully, because your old timeline can no longer contain the person you are becoming. Your breakthrough isn't on its way. It's standing right in front of you. Everything that felt strange, everything that felt heavy, everything that felt unexplainable, it was all preparing you for what's about to hit your life next. If you felt any of this today, write in the comments. I claim sign number 1. Because the moment you acknowledge the timeline shake, you activate the path that was waiting for you all along. Now, listen carefully, because sign number 2 is one of the most painful, most confusing, but most divinely guided signs a chosen one can experience. It's called the silent separation. And if you've been feeling it, it means your life is being rearranged with precision. Over the last few weeks or months, you've noticed certain people slowly drifting away from you. They didn't fight with you. They didn't explain anything. They just faded. The calls stopped. The conversations dried up. The connection lost its spark. It felt like people who once claimed they cared suddenly had no place in your life. And deep down, you felt that shift, not as rejection, but as truth. The universe has been removing people quietly, silently, without chaos, without noise. Because not everyone is meant to walk with you into your next chapter. Not everyone has the energy to match the level you're rising into. Not everyone has the capacity to handle the blessings that are coming for you. When your destiny gets bigger, your circle gets smaller. Think about it. You didn't push them away. You didn't block them. You didn't beg them to stay. The distance happened on its own. That's because this separation wasn't your decision. It was divine intervention. You may have noticed emotional detachment creeping in. Conversations that once felt warm now feel forced. People who once understood you now feel distant. You feel less connected to the old versions of yourself, and therefore less connected to the people attached to those versions. This isn't coldness. This isn't you changing randomly. This is growth, doing what growth does, separating you from what can't go with you. And the universe made the process silent for a reason, because if it had been loud, you would have tried to fix it. If it had been dramatic, you would have blamed yourself. If it had been painful, you would have held on tighter. So the universe did it quietly, gently, slowly, until one day you looked around and realized, I don't belong there anymore. Listen to this with your soul. Every person leaving your life right now is being removed for your protection. Every distance is alignment. Every separation is preparation. Some people were draining your energy. Some people were blocking your intuition. Some people were attached to the old version of you that the universe is trying to upgrade. Some people were not meant to witness the blessings coming to your doorstep. If they stayed, they would have slowed you down. If they stayed, they would have distracted you. If they stayed, you wouldn't step fully into the power that's unlocking inside you right now. There are people you outgrew spiritually, mentally, emotionally, but you didn't want to admit it. So the universe did the hard part for you. And yes, it feels strange. Yes, it feels lonely. Yes, it feels like something is missing, but that emptiness you're feeling, it's not loss, it's space. Space being cleared for new people, new energy, new blessings, new alignment. You're entering a season where loyalty, honesty, purity, and purpose are going to matter more than ever. And the universe is filtering your life, so only the right souls can enter your next chapter. This separation is not punishment. It's not abandonment. It's not rejection. It's protection. If you're watching this and you feel it in your chest, if names are coming to your mind, if situations are flashing back to you, then this sign is yours. Your destiny is too big. Your purpose is too heavy. Your blessing is too close for the wrong people to stay. If this spoke to your spirit, type in the comments, "I release what's not mine." Because the moment you release, you make room for what is truly meant for you. Now let's talk about sign number 3. And if you've been seeing this in your life, it means your blessing is far closer than you think. This sign is called the miracle interruption, and it happens when something you thought was completely dead suddenly starts showing signs of life again. A dream you abandoned, a plan you gave up on, an opportunity that slipped out of your hands, a connection you thought would never return, a path you believed was gone forever. And then, out of nowhere, something shifts, something reactivates, something stirs, something you buried begins to rise again. It starts with tiny signals, a sudden thought, a random idea resurfacing, a message from someone you haven't heard from in a long time, an opportunity you once wanted showing up again in a different form, a door that closed suddenly creaking open. Just a little, just enough for you to notice. This is not coincidence. This is not nostalgia. This is not your imagination trying to trick you. This is destiny circling back. Because chosen ones don't lose what's meant for them. They just experience delays, detours, and divine timing. The was something in your past that wasn't ready when you first reached for it. You weren't prepared. The environment wasn't aligned. The timing wasn't set. Your spirit wasn't strong enough. The people involved weren't stable enough. The path wasn't clear. So the universe didn't destroy that blessing. It simply paused it. And when the universe pauses something, it does it for one reason: to return it at the exact moment you are powerful enough to handle it. Think back for a moment. There was something you wanted so deeply that it hurt when it didn't happen. You cried over it. You doubted yourself because of it. You questioned your worth. You convinced yourself it wasn't for you. But here you are, months or even years later, feeling that energy return. That is sign number 3, working in your life. Something you thought was over is quietly, silently making its way back to you. Not in the way you expect. Not in the way it looked before, but in a form that finally matches your new energy. The miracle interruption is not random. It's intelligent. It brings back situations you can finally win, people you can finally understand, dreams you can finally achieve, opportunities you can finally rise into. You may have noticed how thoughts from your past have been returning. You find yourself thinking about something you once wanted. You suddenly feel drawn to an old passion. You're reconnecting with parts of yourself that you lost along the way. This is the universe telling you, it's time. Because when the chosen ones evolve, their destiny evolves with them. Old blessings return with new power. Old dreams return with new meaning. Old doors return with new purpose. You didn't lose anything. Nothing was taken from you. Nothing was denied. Everything you thought you failed at, everything you thought you ruined, everything you thought was gone forever, was simply waiting for you to become the version of yourself who could succeed with it. And now, that version is here. If you've been feeling this energy, if you've been sensing something from your past coming back to life, if you've been noticing old opportunities resurfacing in unexpected ways, then this sign is yours. Your return is coming. Your restoration is coming. Your reactivation is coming. The miracle that left your life didn't leave because it wasn't yours. It left because you weren't finished becoming the person who could carry it. If this message hit your spirit deeply, comment, "I receive my return," because your comeback is already in motion, and nothing can stop what's meant to rise again for you. Now let's talk about sign number 4, one of the most intense, the most overwhelming, and the most misunderstood signs that appear right before a major breakthrough. It's called the shadow test, and if you're experiencing it, it means your destiny is seconds away from shifting. This sign shows up as chaos, not small chaos, but sudden, heavy, unexpected chaos that shakes you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You start feeling emotional pressure from every direction. Old fears resurface, past wounds reopen, your insecurities get louder, tiny problems suddenly feel massive. You feel like you're being pushed into a corner with no explanation. It hits your mind, it hits your heart, it hits your peace, it hits everything at once. You might feel confused for no reason. You might feel drained without doing anything. You might feel distant from people you normally love. You might wake up with heaviness you can't describe. You might feel like something is testing your patience, your strength, and your faith all at the same time. That's not weakness. That's not failure. That's not you falling apart. That is the shadow test. The moment your old self tries one last time to hold you back, while your new self is trying to break through. This test happens right before a major shift. You'll notice how everything seems to hit you at once. Unexpected arguments, sudden delays, problems that come out of thin air, people acting strange around you, opportunities pausing for no reason, your emotions rising and crashing like waves. It feels like your world is spinning in a direction you can't control, and you're left wondering, why is this happening right now? Why does everything feel heavy all of a sudden? Why did life shift so quickly? Because when your breakthrough is close, chaos shows up as the final test. Before your blessing arrives, your old energy tries to pull you backward. Before your elevation begins, resistance hits hard. Before your destiny opens, your spirit is asked one question. Are you ready for what you've prayed for? This test is not meant to break you. It's meant to reveal you. It shows you your strength. It exposes your growth. It proves that you can handle the blessing that's coming. Think about everything you survived to reach this point. You've already outgrown so many versions of yourself. You've healed parts of you that used to control you. You've broken cycles you were stuck in for years. You've walked away from places that no longer deserved you. You didn't come this far to collapse at the final step. The shadow test feels like darkness, but that darkness is the sign of light coming your way. Right before the sunrise, the sky gets darkest. Right before the breakthrough, your spirit gets tested. Right before the miracle, pressure intensifies. This pressure is shaping you, preparing you, sharpening you. And if you're feeling this sign, if you're feeling stretched, overwhelmed, emotional, frustrated, confused, it's because your breakthrough is no longer on its way. It's already at your door. This chaos is not random. It's not punishment. It's not misfortune. It's a signal that you are standing at the edge of a life-changing shift. A signal that everything you've asked for is forming behind the scenes, a signal that your next chapter requires a stronger, clearer, more powerful version of you. And this pressure is shaping that version. If this sign is happening in your life right now, if this message hits your heart, if you feel like the universe has been testing you non-stop, then you are closer than you think. You are not failing the test. You are living the proof that you are ready. If this resonates with your soul, say in the comments, "I passed the test," because once you pass it, the breakthrough becomes unstoppable. Listen closely, because if your life has felt off track, delayed, blocked, or rerouted, this part is for you. Sign number 5. The divine interruption. The moment when nothing goes as planned, because you're being pushed into a timeline that was always meant for you. You thought things were falling apart, but they were secretly falling into alignment. Think back. Every time you were ready to move forward, something stopped you. Every time you made a plan, something shifted. Every time you tried to rush, life slowed you down. And you thought it was a setback. You thought it was bad luck. You thought it was you. But it wasn't. This was protection, wearing the mask of delay. A divine reroute disguised as disappointment. Some of the things you wanted were too small for the version of you that's emerging now. Some of the places you tried to go didn't match your purpose. Some of the people you tried to stay connected to couldn't walk with you into your next chapter. Every delay had a reason. Every closed route hid a danger. Every pause was a shield. Your soul has been sensing it for weeks. Something is shifting. Something is aligning. Something is rearranging itself around you. You're not being blocked. You're being redirected. You're not losing time. You're being placed in divine timing. You're not being punished. You're being positioned. And right when the frustration peaks, right when you start questioning everything, that's when the truth hits. The universe didn't slow you down. It slowed the enemy down. The forces working against you, the people plotting behind your back, the energies trying to drain you, distract you, or derail you. They were moving too close, too fast, too quietly, so the universe threw a wrench in your plans to interrupt theirs. The slowdown wasn't a block, it was a shield, a divine barrier, a supernatural pause button placed between you and the harm you never even saw coming. What you call a delay, the universe calls protection. What you call a setback, the universe calls shielding. What you call nothing is going as planned, the universe calls I'm clearing your path. And soon, you'll see why everything had to shift. You'll see why the timing changed. You'll see why certain doors closed. You'll see why certain people left. Because you weren't being slowed down. You were being saved. Now breathe, because the reroute is almost over. And the path ahead is clean, clear, and protected. Right, my path is protected. If this hits you hard, listen closely. If you are still here, you're not random, you're not scrolling, you're not curious. You were summoned. Because tonight, the new moon portal opens only for the chosen ones. And your soul is one of them. This moment isn't an accident. Your spirit was pulled here. Your energy was guided here. Your destiny was scheduled here. The 7 miracles are not coming to you. They are coming through you. Your destiny is shifting. Your timeline is resetting. Your enemies are falling. Your path is clearing. Your abundance is unlocking. Your purpose is activating. Your miracle is already moving toward you. Thunder rising, and now, the final activation. Put your hand on your heart and comment these words 10 times. I am ready for my new destiny. I am chosen. I claim the 7 miracles. Because every time you comment, you reopen the portal. You reactivate the energy. You realign with the miracle timeline. The universe responds to repeated intention every time. This is not the end of the video. This is the beginning of your new life.